안녕하세요. JK 한국어입니다. What we're gonna study today is an edition of sa-i-shi-ot. We call it sa-i-shi-ot. Sa-i means between and shi-ot is the name of this consonant. The shi-ot is placed in between two words, especially for compound and derivative words. That's why we call it sa-i-shi-ot. For some derivative and compound words, shi-ot is added to the prefix, like 나무 and 잎. 나무 is a tree, and 잎 is a leaf. So if we combine them together, it means a tree leaf. To make it happen, it needs shi-ot in between. So shi-ot is gonna be the Batchim for the prefix. So now we made one word, tree leaf. In this case, we don't read it as 나무십, but we read it as 나뭇잎 because it's a compound word. For compound words, basically we have to read it separately and together at the same time. And when we do this, the rule of niun addition is applied. I understand there are lots of rules and I don't want you to give up. I'm explaining all these rules in detail for your solid foundation. It's good to know, but it's not necessary to remember all the details. In many cases, you can use your intuition. Let's see how we can do it. First of all, if there is a 사이시옷 and the following letters start with consonants g, d, b, s, j, the sound becomes tensed. g, d, b, s, j. When we make a word sunlight, two words are combined together, 해 and 살, and 사이시옷 is added, so it becomes 햇살. When we read it, 시옷 in the second letter becomes stronger, and 받침 시옷 is dropped. 햇살. And second example, 배 is a stomach, and 속 means inside. So when we say inside of the stomach in Korean, it's 뱃속. Can you see how it works? In between 배 and 속, 사이시옷 is added, first of all. And when we read it, 받침 시옷 is dropped, and the following 시옷 becomes tensed. 뱃속. What about this? Beach. 바다 is the sea, and 가 is the edge. So these two words combine together to make a word beach. So 사이시옷 is added in between. Therefore, when you read it, 사이시옷 is dropped, and the following consonant becomes tensed. So we read it as 바닷가. Now we see these three examples and just try to read it as it is without thinking about the rule. 햇살, and repeat it few times and do it faster. 햇살, 햇살, 햇살. It becomes 햇살 automatically. 뱃속, 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 뱃속. 바닷가, 바닷가, 바닷가. Let's see what's next. If there is a 사이시옷 in between two words and the following letter starts with 니은 or 미음, 시옷 is pronounced 느. It's a simulation. First example, 아래 means bottom, 니 means teeth. 아래, 니, bottom teeth. To combine them together, we need 사이시옷, and it becomes 아랫니. But when we read it, we don't read it as 아랫니. We just read it as 아랫니. Go with the flow, 아랫니. There are two more examples. First one, 사이시옷 is added between 코 and 물. So it becomes 콧물. But when we read it, it's gonna be 콧물. 콧물. And second one, 뒤 plus 마당. 뒤 means back, 마당 means yard, so it's backyard. And when we combine them together, we need sa-i-shi-ot. So sa-i-shi-ot is added in between. It's gonna be 뒷마당. But we don't read it as 뒷마당, but read it as 뒷마당. 뒷마당. Last one. If there's a sa-i-shi-ot and the following letter is e, 시옷 and e both are pronounced n sound. There are two examples. First one, 깨 plus 잎, 깻잎. When we combine 깨 and 잎 together, 사이시옷 is added, so it becomes 깻잎. But when we read it, we don't read it as 깻잎, either 깨십, but we have to read it as 깻잎, 깻잎. The second one, 나무, tree, and 잎, leaf. So when we combine them together, 사이시옷 is added, and it becomes 나뭇잎. But we don't read it as 나뭇잎, either 나무십, but we have to read it as 나뭇잎, 나뭇잎. So now let's practice. Please read it correctly. 윗니, 아랫니, 잇몸 다 건강해요. 윗니, 아랫니, 잇몸 다 건강해요. 뒷마당에 있는 나뭇잎이 햇살에 반짝거려요. 뒷마당에 있는 나뭇잎이 햇살에 반짝거려요. 댓글에 남겨주세요. Leave your answer in the comments below. Thank you. Have fun. 감사합니다. 다음 시간에 다시 만나요. 안녕.